Pokemon Generation 10 is going to give us a brand new Pokedex, of course. What will those Pokemon be? Well, this game is going to be taking place in Southeast Asia and potentially a little bit of Australia. If you see this leaked photo of the map, you can actually see Darwin, Australia, which is just like the top of Australia, is actually supposed to be on the map of the game, which is so cool. Dude, Chickweed would have been an amazing starter. I absolutely love this. I mean, we still did get a bird starter, which is funny, but look at Chickweed. It checks all the boxes. It's that cute little Pokemon, and it would fit very perfectly, in my opinion.
Yeah, dude, the kind of like Kiwi design inspiration for this thing, I think that's pretty creative. I like this thing.
Here we have Pup, which is a fire bat. I was convinced we were actually going to get a bat starter for this region, and this design is awesome because it looks just like a vampire, and you can also see it as like a heart nose, which is just a cool little additional accent.
Yeah, dude, between the one that Cardinal made and then also this one, I feel like so many people, including obviously us, were completely convinced that we were getting a bat starter Pokemon. So the fact that we didn't, a little bit disappointing, but hey man, there's always a chance that in Gen 11 we could see some kind of bat starter Pokemon, maybe even just another random bat Pokemon.
I mean, this still could even just be in the game. Like a new bat Pokemon would be awesome. Dude, the sea hedgehog Pokemon, I love this. I think this should happen. I hope we do get a hedgehog or some sort of like platypus Pokemon in this game because this design is awesome. I love the blue. You know me and my blue. I love it.
Yeah, bro, I like the spike design, I guess, that he's got on the back of his head. This guy kind of reminds me of Sonic. Yeah, dude, I think this is sick. I would have been happy to see this as one of the starter Pokemon, but like I just said, maybe in Gen 11 we could get some kind of a hedgehog, platypus type of water starter Pokemon. I feel like it's definitely possible.
So of course this game we gotta get something that's kind of like Lycanroc or Zoroark, that kind of like fox wolf style Pokemon. This design is awesome. I love Cubchoo. And you can see this artist actually pulled inspiration from real Pokemon like Cubchoo, Raichu, and Roggenrola to make their own spin-offs of those names with different designs, which I think is so cool. This would be one of those really cool kind of like early route Pokemon that turn into an insane evolution.
Yeah, bro, this Cubchoo Pokemon 100% giving me like Rockruff kind of vibes, but I think this one is sick. It kind of looks like it would be a starter Pokemon, not gonna lie, but yeah, bro, if we saw this on like an early route or something, I would 100% catch it and use it on my entire playthrough. Like, it's kind of giving me like Shinx vibes with that almost. One of those Pokemon that's early route that everybody catches and everybody would use. I think it's sick.
I swear in every single brand new generation, I always use one of the early route Pokemon through my entire playthrough because there's always something that just turns into a crazy strong Pokemon in the end. Of course, we'll probably get some more food Pokemon. So we have Buneary and Bergmite, but of course spelled differently, and it's a burger. I love how the first stage evolution is just kind of like a plain hamburger. I mean, I think there's maybe cheese right there, but it's on the bottom. You guys put the cheese on the bottom of your burger or on top of the burger? And if you guys don't mind, subscribe to the channel, help me reach my goal of 50,000 subscribers, and so you don't miss all Pokemon news, leaks, and updates, or just fun videos just like this. It would really go such a long way, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys so much. All right, back to the video. I'm more of a bun, patty, cheese, bun kind of guy, you know what I'm saying? But I love how the evolution just, he looks like he's wearing a costume. I think that's kind of funny. Also, like the designs with the lettuce and the cheese and the, I guess, ketchup makes it look like it has a face.
Yeah, bro, I agree with you. I make my burgers the same way, but I think this is very creative. And we have been getting a ton of food-related Pokemon in recent generations, like food and drink-related Pokemon, so we're definitely going to see something like this in Gen 10. Maybe not this specifically, but I would definitely count on us getting some kind of food-related Pokemon in this game.
Okay, so same vibes with like the wolf, you know, the dog type Pokemon. We also need the same thing with, you know, a cat style Pokemon. So here we have Caracosta, Phalanx, and Barbaracle, or Barbaracle. I still never can pronounce that name right. But here's a super unique one where the body is like a vase, but it does look like a body. A lot of people like these kind of ghost-like Pokemon where they are like a object, if that makes sense. This design looks crazy. It definitely looks like Medusa.
The face low-key reminds me of like Miss Drevis or Miss Magius, one of those two.
Oh, true, you're right.
Yeah, dude, the ghost type for this 100%, I feel like that makes sense. And yeah, dude, overall, I mean, just a unique design.
Here's the first stage evolution of that Pokemon, Spookpot. I like Spookpot even more, dude. This is hilarious because he's so cute. He kind of looks like Dreepy in a way, and like Phantomp almost.
Yeah, bro, I was kind of thinking that too, kind of just with like the genie looking ghost body, I guess you could call it, with the way the hands are and stuff.
Yeah, dude.
Looks exactly like those two Pokemon, bro.
Borserker, what a sick Pokemon. This is a wild boar Pokemon that definitely has woolly mammoth vibes to it. This is so dope. I know a lot of people love these type of Pokemon where like they're just those big tanky Pokemon.
Loki just kind of reminds me of like a Piloswine regional variant, but
true.
I wouldn't complain if we saw something like this. I think it's pretty cool.
Formix. So this kind of gives me like pseudo-legendary vibes. I think the design is awesome. It's cool how it almost kind of looks like it has a turtle shell on its back, but of course it has a bunch of crazy tails. I mean, the design is so sick. I love this.
Yeah, bro, it's too bad that they scrapped the Poke Ride feature because I could totally see us flying around the map on this Pokemon. This thing is definitely pretty creative. definitely pretty sick. And depending on what type it was, I would probably consider using this on my team, not gonna lie.
Here we have 3 completely brand new Pokemon. I like these a lot. What do you think?
Bro, that one on the left is sick, bro.
Dude.
We need some more snake Pokemon, bro.
Facts, bro.
And the penguin Pokemon, that thing is crazy.
Dude, I feel like this guy gives me like major soccer player vibes in the middle. I don't know about you.
Yeah, bro. No, dude, I could imagine like the final evolution of that thing just like kicking around a soccer ball or something.
Mount Burra. So we will have big mountains in this region because it's in Southeast Asia. This would be an amazing late game Pokemon to have. Kind of also pseudo-legendary. So it's a rock and an ice type, which makes sense because look at that. The peaks of these mountains are full of snow. I think the design is awesome. I love these kind of like kaiju-esque Pokemon where it's, you know, kind of like a dragon, kaiju, dinosaur vibe going on. I think this design is super, super cool.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really see how the ice type fits. I mean, I know it's cold up on Mount Everest, which it says this Pokemon is meant to be based on, but the rock dragon type would have been so much cooler for this, I feel like. But still a pretty sick design. It almost looks like a fossil Pokemon to me.
We all know that NAYTENDO, soon to be JayZard, loves the dragon type. I believe this is the first stage evolution of that Pokemon too, which you can see it has like the Larvitar kind of like cutesy vibe to it, which is so fun. I love that a lot. This would be insane. So now this is based on a Greek region, which we thought Generation 10 was at the start, but still, either way, we're gonna have tons of ocean exploration in this game, and this design is insane. I mean, this definitely gives me legendary vibes. I think this is absolutely an impeccable design, if you will.
Yeah, bro, I could see this being like the wave legendary, and then maybe we had something that looked kind of similar that was the wind legendary. I feel like
True, that'd
that
be cool.
could make a lot of sense. This
That
thing
would
is
be
sick.
awesome. Here is the first stage evolution to that Pokemon. You can see it actually is just like a horse. And then we have the second stage evolution, which you could see it's turning from a horse more so into an actual seahorse, which very cool attention to detail, bro. Here is a new bear Pokemon. I think this is so awesome. So I love the green. He's just a simple, cute bear. And the second stage evolution, he's a little bit bigger, still pretty cute, but that third stage evolution goes crazy. Now, this is just the tank Pokemon. I love that he has like a cane. I don't know why. I think that's such a cool like accessory for Pokemon to have.
Again, one of those early route Pokemon that you'd catch early on and then kind of stick around on your team for the rest of the game, and then you end up with this absolute beast by the end of the game. I would use this on my team. 100%. I know I say that about a lot of these Pokemon. A lot of these designs are just so sick.
What I think would be really cool is like maybe depending on the season, the flowers would change on his back or his, you know, beard or whatever you call that. I would love a new tortoise / turtle Pokemon. So this looks more so like a tortoise, but then his later evolution seems like a turtle. This design goes crazy because he's so cute. I feel like this would be kind of like almost an early route Pokemon, but not exactly. And then his second stage evolution, he's just growing some more, I guess, like spikes. I don't know what you would call those, but still looks awesome. And then you can see in the third stage evolution, he actually gains the water typing and he's like an actual turtle. He's a sea turtle, bro. I love that design so much. Okay, so I know this is crazy, but I think we need a new Regi. So this is Regi Poise, a poison type Regi. Here is Regi Fire, super cool. And we also have Regi Ghost, which is probably the coolest one I've seen so far. Bro, what are your thoughts? Do you think we need a new Regi anytime soon?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I feel like we don't, because where are all these Regis coming from? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's only room for a certain amount of Regi Pokemon. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below.
I still think it'd be kind of sick. So this would be an awesome legendary bird. I think this design is like so mystical and looks amazing. So this is an ice and a ghost type, which I think is a crazy type combo. I love the colors. I love the design a lot.
Yeah, bro. The ice ghost type, I feel like, is definitely a slept on type pairing. I know Frostlass has it, and that's a really strong Pokemon.
It would be cool if we got some more dog and cat style legendary Pokemon. So this looks awesome with all the hearts and stuff. You can see all the abilities and stuff right here. Super cool. We also have an ice type, and then of course the grass type. I think that the ice type is probably my favorite out of these three. Which one's your favorite?
Yeah, bro. I think the ice type is definitely the coolest one.
All right, guys, make sure you go check out NAYTENDO's channel. Make sure to drop a sub on him. And we are going to be doing a giveaway for Generation 10 up in our Discord server. It's free to join. Link is in the description down below. So the rules are going to be in the Discord as well.
Join the Discord so you guys don't miss any updates, stuff like that about the giveaway. You guys aren't going to want to miss this one. That's all I got to say, man.
If you're really watching this far in the video, comment down below a Regi that you would love to see. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.